Hey guys, it's Jonathan for ProductivitySpartan.com, and today I wanted to talk to you about some strategies that you can implement to be able to learn any language that you want quickly and effectively, and how to learn even languages that are very abstract. Now, I would say the first step in learning a language is that you need to be committed. I know from times for myself, there's been times where I wanted to learn a new language, but I never fully committed 100%, and my motivation just kind of wore off. And I didn't have a strong enough why to be able to learn another language, and I didn't fully commit to it, and I didn't have enough reasons why. So step one is, if you want to learn a new language, you need to ask yourself, why is it important for me to learn this language? I find that a lot of times if I want to learn, some languages I've thought before it'd be cool to learn, and that that was pretty much it. Like, I didn't really have empowering reasons. I didn't have any practical use for learning that language. So the first thing you need to do is get committed to learning a language. You need to have empowering reasons for learning a language. You need to ask yourself, why is it important for me to learn this language? Because the truth is, if you want to learn a new language, it's going to require a lot of work. It's going to require practice on almost a daily basis. And if you want to learn a new language, you're going to have to practice almost every single day. And that's going to require commitment. And if your reasons for learning a new language is really weak, then you need to get empowering reasons why. And preferably, it's okay to learn a language for fun, but you need to ask yourself, is there a practical use for learning that language? And if there is a practical use for learning a certain language, then associate with that, create reasons why. Start to associate pleasure to learning that language and pain to not learning that language. And the second thing is that you need to invest in a high quality language learning program. And there's tons of different language learning programs out there. There's like Rosetta Stone, Pimsleur is another good one. But if you want to learn another language and you get committed to it, you need to invest in a really good program. And it's true, you could use YouTube, and there are free resources to be able to learn a new language. But if you really are very serious about learning a language, then invest in yourself. And there's so many people that they just want to take the free route and watch YouTube videos. And YouTube videos are great, and like blogs and everything, websites for learning languages, but they don't really usually go that in depth. And if you're just willing to pay a small amount, and language learning programs really don't cost that much money, if you're really serious about it, invest in it. Invest in a program. A program is going to go very in depth. They usually come with different practice exercises, like pictures and everything that you have to, look at those pictures and be able to say what it is. And it's going to immerse you on a much deeper level and help you to effectively learn a language. So after you've committed to learning a language, or committed to learning a language from a program, you need to really commit to that program and practice it every single day. Another really good way to learn a language is to, whatever language you want to learn, is to immerse yourself into that culture. I know this is challenging for some people. You might have a job and you don't really travel that much, or you might not even plan on going to the country that is the native country, whatever language you want to learn. But if you're somebody that likes to travel, or you plan on learning a language so that you can travel somewhere to be able to communicate with people, that is the perfect opportunity to be able to practice that language. And yeah, you're going to be learning on the highest level. And if you have any friends that you're learning the language with, then that's another way you can kind of, immerse yourself into that language. If you have any friends that they've already mastered that language, or that's their native language, by immersing yourself, and you guys can make it fun. If you're learning a language with a friend, you can communicate with them in that language, and that's going to improve your language skills, because you can learn a lot of, words and foreign vocabulary, but a lot of times it doesn't really make much conversational sense until you start to, get in the process of actually communicating with somebody in that language. Now, another tip I want to share with you guys, and this is, this will complement, the other strategies that I just shared with you, is to use memory strategies, memorization techniques to be able to learn any new foreign vocabulary word. So whatever word you want to learn, you can come up with a word that is meaningful, that makes sense to you. It's called the substitute word system. So whatever word that you want to memorize, you can come up with some English words that sound like that word. So I'm trying to think of a foreign word that I could use to demonstrate this strategy. Okay, we could just say hola. Like, everybody knows what hola is, but we'll just use it for this demonstration. But what is a word? Let's say that you don't know what hola, which is hello in Spanish, means. Let's say that you've never learned that word before, and let's just treat every word like as in this demonstration. If you want to learn hola, and that's a new word for you, and the word means hello, what is the substitute word that you could come up with that sounds like hola? Well, hola kind of sounds like a lot, and you could probably come up with a better example than me, but hola kind of sounds like a lot. And it doesn't sound like that word exactly, but it serves as a memory device for me to be able to associate something that I already know to something that is abstract. And that's how you can memorize anything, is that if you can associate something that you already know to something new, then it's going to make so much easier for your brain to make that connection, and you can basically learn anything, not just foreign vocabulary, but also new words. So how do you associate the word? You need to come up, or how do you learn the word? You need to come up with a mental picture to be able to learn that word. And so we need to associate hello, which is the English translation of the new word, and you need to associate that to the new word, which is hola. So you need to associate hello to a lot, which is our substitute word. So you could visualize yourself saying hola to a lot of people. Visualize that there's millions of people down the street and you're just saying hola, 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 or you're saying, or you could say hello, and you're just saying it millions of times to people. And one of the key ingredients to making this work is that you have to make it ridiculous. You have to make it something that's out of the ordinary, because that's what we remember the most in life, is things that's out of place. Like, do you remember what you had for breakfast 2 weeks ago on a Wednesday? Probably not, but do you remember something weird that happened maybe a couple weeks ago? Like maybe there was, an accident or something, or like you saw a sign that was like bent over on the street or something, and you're going to remember that because it's out of the ordinary. Or if you see somebody that kind of, they're dressed in really colorful clothes or something, or they have like a top hat or something, or they're just dressed in a very unique way, you're going to remember that person as opposed to people that are dressed in very ordinary, everyday ways. So visualize yourself saying hello to millions of people down the street, saying hola, 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 and you're saying hello in Spanish to people. That's going to make you remember what that word is. So I hope these techniques help you to learn a new language, and I know it definitely will if you put them into practice. And to recap, get committed to learning the new language, immerse yourself in the culture if possible, somehow, some way. Be willing to invest in yourself and do a high quality program. And if you're not willing to invest in yourself, invest into a high quality program and be willing to invest in yourself, you probably aren't taking your goal of learning a new language seriously enough. And also use the substitute word system. Come up with a substitute word come up with words in your own language that sounds like the word in another language, associate the two entities to each other, and come up with a mental image to do that. And I know these strategies will definitely help you to learn a new language, and let me know in the comments below how this works out for you, and give it a shot. And I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks for watching.